Hey, Ari. So just so you know, this is the plate you're looking for.
Okay.
So my car broke down and I got to...
Want me to sit in the back? Or
You can sit wherever you want. I don't care. Go ahead.
Sorry. You're good. Thank you for getting me.
Not a problem. My name's Carmelo. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You got 16 minutes. You need chargers or anything?
I'm good, thank you.
And that is going to be until you put your belt on.
Oh.
It's up to you, though.
Oh no, I hate that sound. I have a Jeep, it does the same thing. Sorry if I'm sniffly, I had a rough night. Thank you for getting me that also.
So did I. Do you want to trade stories?
Oh my god, tell me your story first and I'll tell you mine.
Mine's sad. Maybe you should go first.
No, you go first.
Okay, so I need the vibes tonight, and I do my best to bring them, but I'm just getting the wrong people, and that just happens. That's the dice roll.
Yeah.
You know? I'm getting a bunch of like snobby bougie people, and it's really tough. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. It's just not fun.
Yeah.
So I started like just thinking to myself, I'm like, these people are gonna be like this. Like, this isn't a phase. You know, you don't grow out of this. This is who they are.
Yeah, they've become this. That's what they are.
Yeah,
they're
like
never
really,
gonna get out of it.
I'm like really glad that I'm never gonna enjoy that aspect of life and all that. And I get this guy. It says Angel, and there's a woman on the side in St. Pete Pier.
I love St. Pete.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
How long have you lived here?
Like 8 months.
Oh, that's it.
I'm from Florida originally.
Okay, but you haven't seen St. Pete grow like over the last 10 years or anything.
No.
Okay. When I was 20 years younger, it was not what it is today, which is beautiful. But anyway, this woman Angel comes up to the car. She goes, "So you're going to be taking a guy named Jared. Several years ago, he got into a severe car accident, and he has a lot of brain trauma.
Oh my God.
He's fully capable and functional, but he's mentally not all there. He's very sweet. He loves people. He was a very prominent figure in downtown St. Pete for a long time. He still has the memories as if it was from the day of the accident.
Yeah.
He's gonna talk to you. He wasn't there yet. He was like walking up. He's like, he's gonna talk to you a lot, show you pictures and whatnot, and just be respectful if you can. She's like, but
obviously you would.
Like, his stories are incomplete. Please don't ask him details like you're trying to understand the full story, because he thinks very shallow. And if you ask him specific questions, he will actually realize that he did get into an accident and lost everything that
sad.
So I was like, okay, cool. Now there's only two things that are completely out of my control with Uber, and that is people that are on hard drugs and mental disabilities. I can't.
There's no way for you to even,
I have no idea. I've been fought by people that I was vibing out with, but they passed out from the drugs and then woke up and started fighting me. Like, I can't control that.
Yeah.
I've had a guy mentally handicapped that all he would do is say the darkest shit I have ever heard. So this guy gets in, and he's a really good looking guy. Like, lots of tattoos, like the harder side, I guess.
I love that.
But he was reduced to a child. So he's talking like a child, and I'm fine talking to him. And so he's like, you know what I like? And I'm like, what do you like? And he's like, Audi. And I'm like, cool. And he's like, BMW. You know what I like? And I was like, what? You know, he's naming cars. Yeah. And we see this like 6-figure BMW, and he's like, look at that BMW. He's like all excited, and I was like, what kind of BMW is that? And he goes, you never heard of BMW? Ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
I was like, no, like what kind of BMW? He goes, didn't you see the green one? And I said, yeah. He goes, BMW. So I was like, okay, so I'm not gonna be able to have like fluid conversation.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like hit or miss.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, so this is gonna be a long ride. So he's going on, and I'm not asking anything, and we drive by a mural. Okay, you've seen a lot of the murals, the painted murals.
And I love them.
He's the one that did them.
Oh.
So, and he's showing me pictures. Like, we drive by a mural.
That's so heartbreaking too.
It was.
Though.
I was like, I mean, there.
It's like he knows what he does, but at the same time, he recognizes it, but he doesn't see it. You know what I mean? Like,
so, he knew it was him. Like, here,
but
like this
think how
shattered
heartbreaking
me.
that is for him.
Here's the thing: he doesn't know it at all. He doesn't. He is not suffering from the pain that I was suffering looking at what his life was. So we see this mural. He shows me, and I'm thinking he's probably lying or something. He's got pictures of him doing it, like in the middle of doing it.
Yeah.
This dude, for like 15 minutes, showed me dozens and dozens and dozens of murals that I have taken pictures of.
It's him.
It's him that's
It's
doing
so
all of
crazy.
them. He's telling me how much he made from each of them. Like, if this guy wasn't a millionaire, he was misspending his money. I mean, it was like 20, 30, 40,000 per mural.
Yeah.
There's one mural, it's at 9th and 5th. 2/3 of it is one style, and 1/3 is the other style.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy, as we're going around, he sees this Porsche. He wants a Porsche. He's picking up his Porsche. I said, oh, which kind? He goes, the tall one, the tall box. And I'm like, you mean like an SUV? He's like, yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. We see one. And he's like, oh my God, that's it. He goes, wait a minute, they must have came out with a newer one. My dealer didn't even tell me. This Porsche is 4 years old.
Yeah.
It's not new. So...
he's just stuck back in where he was,
So he's showing me more pictures, and he shows me a mural. He's like, I'm picking up the Porsche. I just have this mural to finish. And he shows me the picture of the mural that is 2/3 one style, 1/3 the other style. This dude got into a car accident 2/3 through the mural. That's why it looks different. That I've seen from 15, 20 years ago. It was so sad to me because, I know people get hurt.
Yeah.
But this dude had a life that many of us aspire to.
Yeah.
And he is...
honestly, what you're telling me right now is making me feel better about whatever I have going on.
Yeah.
I have tears.
I can see you, but don't worry. So, listen, there was a reason.
God, I'm a strong girl.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. I'll finish my story, but what you need to understand is we do not, strangers, friends, we do not ever bond in strength. We bond in weakness. So... Anyway, let me finish.
I hate this.
You're going to do this. I mean, I'll be here for you.
Because
as
now
long
I
as
feel
you
bad. You're telling me this whole story.
This is exactly because I feel like I'm complaining about shit that doesn't matter, right?
Exactly. That's why I'm crying about my boyfriend that's being a dick.
That's good. That's good. So no.
And then you're telling me this, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm being a dick.
This is why this terrible, sad story I'm telling you. This is why it's a beautiful moment. It's because now I get to stop being a prick about worrying about bougie bitches that don't want to talk to me. They just want to look at their phones and take 1,000 pictures and get lip injections. Why do I even fucking care about that? The shit that I have that this guy doesn't, it's my selfish side is this guy lost a power position in this world. But if I take myself out of it, this guy's happy. He doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
His parents love him. All the people that were important to him, or that were in his life and everything like that, those people left him because he can't serve them anymore, But the people that truly love him, his mom, his dad, he probably doesn't even have any friends anymore. He is in a world where he is about ready to get his dream car, and he's continuing this amazing career he has. I would love to be stuck in that moment forever. I mean, that's the thing, is nobody's perfect, but I love what Uber's made me.
Yeah.
By the way, obviously I'm working tonight till 4 a.m. I don't know what you got going on, but I turned off my app, so if you want to keep talking.
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay,
But I appreciate you so much.
All right, so anyways, that was my side. I need the good vibes. I know you don't think.
Oh my God, but now that you say that, it makes me feel bad about what I'm crying about.
So I'm not a fake guy at all.
Oh,
okay,
God.
But since Uber, there is a reason this happens, okay? I hate that bad things happen to you, but I love the fact that I'm here for it. So for whatever reason, I met that guy, and he fucked with my emotions enough
and now it's
to talk to me. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But now I feel bad because I'm complaining about someone I'm dating. It's like a hard thing. The guy we've been dating for 7 months.
Okay.
Good guy.
Yeah, right. I mean, I get what you're saying.
Good guy. I moved here, like I told you, maybe 7, 8 months
Right, so you
ago.
started dating him right after you got here.
Barely, yeah,
right.
Pretty much. And he so I worked at this bar, and he worked at the bar over across the street, and he begged me. Oh, go on a date, and I was like, no.
Why?
And I did it just because I went through a lot.
All right, gotcha. So it wasn't him or anything. It was just.
It wasn't even him.
You just weren't ready.
It wasn't even being not ready. I could see that he was in his party stage, and I wasn't ready to date a party stage person.
Okay.
And I moved here, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm crying. I hate fucking crying.
I think it's...
No, it's horrible.
I need the sincerity. These streets don't have sincerity.
Yeah.
So talk to me like you're talking to yourself.
I am so pushed past my limits right now that I am just like...
Tell me what happened.
He never gets it. Like, when we first started dating, I was like, listen, like, he would just, like, go out and I wouldn't hear from him.
Right.
And I know he's not, like, doing anything sketchy. You know what I mean? Like, but whatever. But he, like, just, like, nothing. I wouldn't hear from him, nothing. I was stressed out.
For the night or, like, couple days?
No, the night.
Okay.
And then now, recently, I got a new job. I'm working at a bartender there.
Okay.
And he has lost his shit since I got the job. And, like, I can't even go, like, and half the people that work there, he knows that are, like, half of them are gay men.
Wait, he lost his shit because he no longer has proximity control over
Yes.
you? Okay.
Thank you. Yes.
It's, okay. So this, when you finish, what I'm going to say is not going to be good.
Oh, no, I want you to lay it on me. And
right.
it's complete control.
Has this been ongoing or only since you moved?
No,
you
ongoing.
moved jobs? Okay.
Yeah, since this job.
Right.
Like, anything. Like, the other day, he went to see his family. You know, I was at work and I'm like, okay, like, I push him to see his family. Like, and he doesn't do it because he's like, his mom's not in a good spot. But I'm like, that's not being a man. If your mom's not in a good spot, you need to go be with her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So he went and saw her. I was working one night. I didn't get off till like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning.
How old are you two?
He's 35.
Okay.
I am 28, but I'm like 28 going on 40.
Shut up.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
My thing is, like, dating someone. I don't care if you, like, go get drinks after you work with people,
right.
blah, blah, blah. Like, just give me a heads up. Like, hey, I'm dropping off here. I don't give a shit. Me, now that I have this job, I went to get drinks with someone one night with, like, my coworkers. Like, lost his shit. I can't go get drinks with my gay coworkers. I can't do anything. Yeah, the other week, he fucking, well, I told you, he went to see his mom, and then I called him, I was like, hey, babe, I'm off. I was like, are you home? Should I stay at mine or yours? And he's like, oh, funny thing, I'm in Clearwater. Never let me know. We have this fight all the time, but he fights me 24/7. I can't even blink an eye.
About what?
I can't even do anything. He might.
Oh, you mean freedom, as just
and that is like
woman.
I am like the last person you need to not trust. You could put me in a room with the hottest men in the world,
right?
And I will stand by my man,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's sitting here.
Yeah, I've heard tales of women like that.
And then, like, when I go to talk to him about my emotions, it's just disregarded. I am stuck through this with him. Like, he was hard in the beginning, like, to be with. Like, he's gotten better and he has been better. But now, anytime I have anything to say, he just says I'm crazy. And then tonight, and I knew this, I knew it. I don't know, this is so weird, but I'm a very intuitive human. I said, if I ever go to a strip club with a man that I think I love, I don't love him. And we went tonight, and I lost it.
Why did you, who's the one that wanted to?
That's him in front of us.
Let's get out of here then.
I gotta get my shit.
Well, let's take 5 minutes and finish this.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
And I don't know how I had this thought the other day. Like, I literally said it, and...
Did you say it out loud to him?
I've said a lot to him.
Okay, but so he heard...
I told him the last time that I was in a strip club, I was pregnant.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was with someone I didn't love. And I had a miscarriage. And I, like, something about it just, if I'm in a strip club with a man that I love, I'm not happy. Like, that's just not.
So, but you guys went anyway. Did he know that, though?
Yes.
Okay.
I've told him that before.
All right.
And then he lost it. Like, he always throws it on me, and I think, I am a strong woman. I am so strong, and I'm so mad at myself for allowing this shit to happen. That's the issue.
So, I'm not being disrespectful here. Because you don't have time, I mean, I would talk to you as long as it would take, but you don't have that time. So I'm going to cut you off here and get to it, okay? So...
I'm being weak.
You already know everything I'm going to say. You're a smart girl. I don't see many of them. I can see it. So, okay. So
I'm just being dumb.
You have been from the very beginning making an exception for this guy. So I don't know if it's loneliness. I don't know if it's flattering. I don't know what it is. but I lost a girl like you being like him. It looks pretty fucking sketchy the way he's doing it. I didn't do anything to my girl.
Well, for me, a guy that's so overly obsessive with me not being able to go out with me or letting me go do whatever my thing makes me think he's cheating.
I don't know, but I'd put my money on that he is. I had to have my Wendy leave me for me to become a better person.
Yeah.
This woman deserved real love.
Yeah.
She's the only girl in my life that deserved real love. Sadly, I fell in love with her after she left me. And I needed that. And they say that men have 3 loves. The first one when they're too young and they're wrong. The second one where they don't value it, they don't see it. That woman has to leave. The third one, I'm not going to miss.
Yeah.
That's my boat. So
and that's where he's at, but he's just...
You have a dangerous amount of proximity control that he has on you. For you
and
to
I don't know why I'm doing it. That's the thing, because I'm strong. But I'm doing it.
Well, I mean, this is like knowing heroin's bad, taking it a bunch, getting addicted. You're in it. It's like
and he also puts his mom's in the hospital, and then he throws that on me.
He doesn't love his own family.
I have to push him towards it to go.
He loves himself. He loves himself. You are.
I hate crying. I'm so sorry.
Stop. It's a beautiful moment. Just embrace it. So, you are not a person to him. You are. I don't want to say an object. You're a.
I'm a crutch.
You're an amenity in his life. You're not a person. I don't think like when he just is at bars like, hey babe, are you home? I don't think he's out there like sneaking with another girl. I think he cares so little about your feelings that it didn't even cross his mind that maybe he should just be like, hey, I'm out.
And I've been holding my feelings back because I know his mom's in the hospital, but I've been like losing it, and I'm not gonna like put my emotions on that.
How little are you worth?
Huh?
How little are you worth?
I'm not.
But you're lowering your own value. You're doing it. Like
I know, but at the same time, I'm a caretaker. I take care of people.
I get it. So.
And then he throws that on me.
Give every last bit of your blood until you're dead. Either do that, or you got to have some kind of
I saw a
self-preservation.
quote the other day. It's like the water runs so far until it's drained, and that's where I am.
I know, and the fact that he knows.
He knows that.
If Wendy told me, if I ever tried acid, that she would leave me, I would never forget that. I mean, if I wanted to try acid, I'd convince the hell out of her if I can try it. I wouldn't just do it and not realize that was the torpedo in the hull. This whole stripper thing, by the way, that is so attractive that you said that if you loved a man and went to a strip club, you don't love him. I fucking vibe with that so well. Like, that makes sense. The fact that
and he's like, I'm not looking at anything. I'm like,
no.
But you pulled out $100 when we got in there.
That's the dumbest thing to me. That's like a man's way to cheat, but be authorized to do so.
That's his thing all the time. Is like he can go do. Do you know how many times this man has gone out and not tell me where he is? But every time, like I say, oh, so my roommate, stunning. She's hot as shit, and she is like hot as shit. She's a year older than me.
Is she anything like you?
She's hotter.
Oh no, I'm not talking about looks.
He doesn't like her, so because when we go out, she's like, "Oh, I want to go to like Edition. Like we just like have a girls' night. Go to a little bougie. I get that, and if on his end, I get that. Like, oh, there's gonna be guys there, but like if you trust your girl,
yeah, no, I understand that.
So like if you don't trust me, then I feel like what are you doing when you go out?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you should trust me, and like it's a girls' night. We're going to have drinks, and first of all, the bartender at Edition is one of his best friends.
So he would know.
Yeah. So like it's not even like you could throw me, like I told you, in front of the hottest men I think. Like if I lined up, I would never do anything. But like I'm going out with girls night, he doesn't like it.
So what I didn't understand with Wendy is I knew the words, but I didn't know the feeling. Is when a man truly captures a woman's heart, she's fucking blind to everything else. Blind. This girl was blind for me. This girl would not leave me or cheat on me for anything. She didn't even understand the concept. The thing is, what I know about her and what I know about you, when you are finally done, he has no shot with you ever again. Women only give a man one time. Well, no, you're still here.
I am.
You're this close. You're about ready to fall off. You have to jump. You have to jump.
This is the hard part. Is like when he is good, he's so good. Like
Which
he's
is why
great.
he's still
he's
here.
a good
I mean,
person. I was talking to my roommate about it, and like there's so much I could fill you in on, but it is definitely such a toxic.
Do you mind if I just sit outside the car and smoke? You
oh
stay
my god,
here?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll put the window down.
Yeah. Yeah, that would help.
Yeah. And it is just, it's toxic. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I know it. And I think I'm so mad at myself because I know it and I keep doing it, but I still...
Are you okay with being alone?
100%. That's the issue. Like, I'm good at being alone. I was alone for almost 3 years.
Do you think because you're such a caretaker that if you walk away, you fail? Is that maybe it?
It's not that. It's he throws his mom and his family on me. And then I feel like I am...
Well, you can either be...
Like, I can't leave because I'm trying to take care of him.
You can either be an asshole or you can be an idiot. You can only be one of those. So you can be an asshole for not sticking through his family for their sake.
Yeah.
Or you can be an idiot and let this kill you.
Like, he called his sister when we were on the way home. And he was like, oh, Ari said you said this. And I texted her, I said, I'm sorry about Kyle calling you about that. And me not being able to explain. She goes, you guys have been drinking. I didn't say that for sure. I didn't think he's a weak man. And I said, I never said that. He said that.
So
his sister's babying him now.
So you have multiple problems here. That's a small one. Whatever's happening there, that's a small one. So think of it this way: when you go to look for a car, if the transmission's shot, don't worry about the tires.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, so you know why you want to do whatever you're going to do.
Yeah.
But do you know what you're going to do? Because you have to actually make a decision. It doesn't have to be tonight.
But it's just like stressful. Like, I love him. He's
Who else
great.
is in your life that can see you suffering like this?
If I tell my mom, she would tell me to leave. 100%.
I know he's not, or I mean, maybe he is, but I'm going to say what I think. I know he's not like a physical abuser, but he is clearly an emotional abuser.
Yeah.
Okay, an ass kicking is not going to just fall out of the sky. It's got to take these steps.
I've done all the steps with him, and I can't. I don't think.
No, what I mean is, it starts with one word. It starts with a little bit of control and a little bit more.
Anytime
now there's
I
emotional
explain
abuse.
my emotions,
there's gaslighting. Your
he gaslights me 24/7. Anytime I explain my emotions, he tells me.
Do you realize what the next step is? Do you know the next bad step is? Getting physically abused. Yeah. If you don't do something, nothing will change.
Yeah. You know what his favorite thing to do to me in the morning?
What?
He's like, oh, can we cuddle? And he likes to lay his body on me. And he does it, and he knows I have, like, major anxiety about, like
claustrophobia kind of thing?
Yeah, okay. And he does it. And he thinks it's funny.
He thinks it's funny?
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, Kyle, like, and I, like, literally fucking lose it.
Oh, so he doesn't like it like a romantic cuddle with you kind of thing?
No, he does it
He's
for
fucking
fun.
with you.
Yeah.
I
know.
You're going to be labeled as broken here soon if you don't fix this.
I know. I gotta go.
Let's do this. We're going to flip. You do have to go. I don't want to make this lighthearted, but I do want to
No,
flip this
tell me
vibe
the
up.
fucking... I like the truth.
So, you
it.
got it. I mean, in my opinion, I'm going to go home. I'm going to think about you, and I'm going to say to myself, if this girl doesn't do something about this soon, she's going to lose her value. She's maybe you won't die, but you're not going to be worth what I can see that you're worth. You're not going to be. So, and that's your choice. That's not his choice. If you are degraded as a person, that is your fault. He degrades
it. He degrades me all the time. Any time I express emotion, I'm wrong or I'm drunk. Yet he's drunk all the time.
I know this all too well.
Yeah.
It is because I did not understand Wendy because I didn't care to. All right, so we'll flip this around. We don't have time to talk about this, but I gave up my 18-year career for this job.
Yeah.
And it's not just because of the money, which is the money is really good. It's better than I went to school for, but it is the people. Who I was 4 years ago was just getting out of this Wendy thing and like learning about myself. But what people like you have taught me, the highs and lows, there's no such thing as a sunny day if it doesn't rain every once in a while. This is rain. Yeah. Okay? But it's gonna be a rainbow.
I'm older
listen.
and I'm mad at myself.
As you should be.
100%.
I hurt for you. Like,
Oh God, don't hurt for me.
I
Don't
hurt
put
with
that
you.
on
No,
your-
but I
yeah.
see this shit. I see this shit. You actually have a chance of fixing this. These other young girls, these like early 20s, I feel terrible because they're this
We're
youth is-
retarded because of this
they
whole
are.
generation.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. So, but it makes me feel more comfortable when I see things like this because there is some hope. So now here's the thing. I know you're probably going to say no, but when I meet people that have a really good vibe, I actually have something for you. Is I have 3 shots for girls like you. So I'm going to grab that cooler real quick, okay?
Oh yeah, you're good, babe.
They are classy shots. So there's strawberry sundae, pineapple upside down cake, and B52. Do you want one as a memento? They barely
do a
taste.
pineapple and throw it in
they
here.
barely taste like they have alcohol. I promise you, they're delicious. They're like morning beverages.
You're the best. Thank you.
I try to be, but I am a collection of you. I've met you before, just not physically.
Yeah.
Not your soul at some point.
Yeah.
So, and what you're probably going to say no to is a lot of the people that I have met in my past, people that have changed me. I just met this girl again yesterday. I hadn't seen her for a year and a half. I saw her in this car. Didn't recognize her at all. Like, I remember things that I feel, not things that I see. So when she engaged me, I remembered everything about her, and it was so much fun. They convinced me to start an Instagram for the coolest people I ever met. So this is what I want to do with you. Where is it?
Oh my God, you think I'm cool? I'm really not.
Okay, so understand that I'm not trying anything here.
Yeah.
You've got to be the most valuable woman I have come in contact with in at least a year and a half to 2 years. At least.
It makes me want to cry.
So
I
I still remember the dress of the last girl. Just like you, 30 years old, looking 25. This is what we do.
I'll
So-
give you my Instagram.
So
I gotta stop crying.
do you want to take a
Yeah.
do you want to take a picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta stop crying though.
Oh, this girl, she said something. She was crying too, and we did a picture which I haven't posted yet.
Yeah.
And she goes, pull it together, game time. And I'm
Yeah.
like, game time, yes.
Yeah.
So all right,
doing?
so we're just doing it through the dash cam.
Oh,
So in
okay.
the video, I'm
How
gonna
do we
take a
do it?
picture out. Just smile. So the lens is right here. We're just
Okay.
3, 2, 1 in it. 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. So.
Make sure it's cute. Let's see.
Wait, here,
I probably
look-
have tears
look
running
at
down my
you.
face.
Okay, so look up. So we got journals. This is the 3rd volume. Type this in for Insta.
Oh my
Uber
God.
Anonymous Official. This is my 3rd volume.
I love this.
People will troll. People
You are
will
gonna
give
be
their
famous.
confessions as short as possible. I noticed through driving through Uber that what people are craving is they are craving sincerity and empathy and people that actually give a shit, which I do. So
Do you know what's lacking in the world? Empathy.
yeah. So
no one has it.
I learned this when I was 33. I'm 37 now. So
Boo!
like,
You
it was-
don't look like you're 21.
I know, I get these babies all the time. I didn't understand it
Yeah.
when these 20, 21-year-olds are hitting on me. What I'm
Yeah.
trying to do is, since these people, you, the next person, the person before, since they crave sincerity and honesty and integrity and character and morals and
But
all
how many
this,
do you think crave that? Or are they just drunk?
I have gotten a guy in this car that just
Mm.
cheated on his girl, and I am bringing him to his girl, the love of his life, because he has to admit it to her, and he knows
Is he gonna do
that
it?
he is. I'm bringing him.
Oh.
He's crying in my car, and he knows that she's going to leave
That's
him.
horrible.
I have had a girl, a hot, nerdy girl, get in the car from a strip club crying, saying that she was messing around with this fuckboy 4 years ago. She stopped with that. He's been putting in work trying to get, just beating her down. She finally went out with him. He convinced her to do Molly, and she woke up in a 4-way at a strip club.
Oh.
And this is just between you and me, and
Yeah.
and you know, and she's putting it out of her mind. She's gonna pretend like she feels soiled. This person's telling me.
Yeah.
Why are people telling me?
No.
So this happens.
'Cause you're-
This happens all the time. A girl, an Insta famous girl, broke down in a club, and came out, and she's crying about being refused to get in, which I know that's not what the problem is. And I find out that there's a lot of little things like this, and she has been seeking validation through social media for so long that she doesn't think that she's anything but an empty shell. There's a girl that got in the car that just had sex with her best friend, and she jokingly wanted me to take her to her boyfriend so she could have sex with her boyfriend to see who's better. And she thinks it's funny that she hasn't showered yet. She went from badass fucking around with a bunch of guys to crying in my car because she has become this. I believe that this happens too often, where people are sharing sadnesses or they're excited about whatever. People are sharing. I believe if these people want to see it, if they want to hear these stories, then the internet does, and the internet doesn't have any sincerity of any kind. I haven't seen it in years. I've wondered why somebody doesn't just do it, and Uber has given me the opportunity and the platform to do it. So
you know what people do too? They hide behind why not come out? Because they don't have the strength.
All of those people are going to be a part of podcasts talking about this kind of thing, which nobody wants to. So
but they have to get out of their comfort zone and do it. Like I cried to you. I'm so sorry I cried.
Don't.
I'm not a crier.
I'm going to rain down compliments on you as soon as we're done with this. So just stop apologizing.
That's amazing that you're doing this, because honestly,
it's because of you. I just didn't meet you yet. This is look. I am in bonus hour right now, and I'm sitting here with you because that is worth more. It's worth more. Thank you. Like, you got to understand.
Thank you.
I'm not doing this.
Honestly,
I'm not doing this for you.
I'm about to walk
into
my boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
Get my shit, and I'm about to go, because I've been thinking about it, and
Are you going? Are you
his
doing
house is
it?
right there.
Right.
I think so. Well, it's been time after time after time. Every time I get.
Hang on, I'm coming back out for another cigarette. Roll the window down.
I have the same thoughts when I'm sober that I do when I'm drunk.
What do you mean drunk? You mean legally drunk, or you mean wasted?
I'm tipsy right now, but I'm not like fucking blackout. We all know this. If I was blackout, I'd be passed out right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I've told him this before. He was like, you only just say what you mean when you're drunk. I'm like, no, this is also another thing that pisses me off. I was like, yes, I will come strong at you when I am drunk because I am relaxed and I go at you, but I give you inklings.
Oh, he only pays attention when you have teeth. So he thinks that that's the only time that you're saying it.
Yes. So then he blames it on when I drink. But when I'm sober, I give him like little inklings like, hey, I'm not okay with this, I'm not okay with that, and then just...
Take a guess how many times, like the laid on top of you thing, take a guess how many times that's happened.
What do you mean?
How many times has he laid on top of you when you didn't want it, the claustrophobia thing?
Yeah, all the time.
100, 50, 200?
All the time. And I tell him, I'm like, that stresses me out. And he's like, oh, he laughs, and he's like, and he even tells his friends, he's like, yeah, she freaks out. I do. I get and that's a control thing.
Yeah.
You cannot do that to someone, and it's a control thing. And then you're gonna fucking yell at me when I fucking go off on you. So today I was at his bar, right? I was studying because I'm getting my real estate license. I'm doing my real estate license to have passive income when I'm going back to school for equine psychotherapy. Anyway, so I'm doing this. I'm studying at his bar, and there's these two girls that are probably like maybe 21. And I keep seeing him looking at this one girl in front of me.
You're not stupid.
And it's not even that. Like, I get the, a female, if she sees an attractive man, she's going to
They're
look.
fucking hot. Like, you know that. I know that. 21-year-olds are fucking hot.
But don't keep doing it over and over in front of me. And I looked at him today. I said, why don't you just take a picture? And he was like, I don't understand what you're saying. I was like, just take a picture.
He knows.
I think today is he has gone off on he always thinks guys like you. They come and they talk to you. I see it at my bar 24/7. I'm like, and I look at those men and I tell them that's my boyfriend.
Yeah.
But then there's going to be a girl at your bar and you're just going to keep looking and looking. And I can say, I'm not dumb. I get it. Men will look at a girl that's attractive. A girl will look at a guy that's attractive. I will look at a man and you'll never know. I will see a hot guy and I will see it.
Yeah.
I will never make it evident to my boyfriend that I see an attractive man. I have eyes and I'm like, oh, that's a good looking guy. He kept looking. Sorry, it's my coworker. Hey, girl. I am about to get my car from Kyle's and then I'll be there. Yeah, we're in a big fight, so I'll be there in a little bit. I gotta drop my guinea pig off at my house. Yeah, it's fine. But I'll be there in a little bit. Okay, girl. Okay. I'll get my guinea pig. That's the fucking most basic bitch thing to say. I'm gonna get my guinea pig, drop her off at my house, and then I'll be there. But yeah, my Uber driver literally has been the most amazing guy ever. I'm in the car with him still. So yeah, I'm about to cry, but I'll be there. It's okay, girl. It's fine. I'll see you in a little bit, okay? Okay. Love you. I'll see you soon. Sorry. Oh yeah, see you.
Okay, so
anyway, back to what I was saying.
Okay.
She was a pretty girl. I'm not, and that's the thing is like, I am so understanding of, I'm not gonna knock my man if he sees a pretty girl and he like looks, but like when you keep looking, I get it if I'm not there, but don't do it in front of me like that. It's so hard. Like I am not like I told you, like we are carnal people. Like, you see what you like it, but don't do it in front of your girl. You know how many hot men I have seen, and I see it and I do it, and I'm like, I just keep it under wraps. Like I see it and I'm done. Like I do eyes, but he was like on it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're being crazy, and I'm like, I'm not.
You're not.
You're being disrespectful.
Right.
You want to know what happened last weekend? We went to ODS.
Okay.
So one of my chefs, black man. I am not into black men at all.
Right.
I love this man. I love this chef. He is great. He's one of my chefs. Love him to death. And we had invited a lot of people. My boyfriend and I invited a lot of people to the beach. No,
Just the guy.
He just moved here. I'm a very like accepting human, like, or not accepting, like I want to include people. He's the sweetest. Him and I, like one day he came out to the rooftop where I work, and he was just like doing his business, and he was like, "Can you make me a drink?" And I was like, "Yeah, perfect." Sweet guy. I was like, and I just talked to him. I was like, "Where are you from?" He's like, "Oh, I just moved here. I don't have any friends." Blah blah blah. So we all went to ODS, right? My boyfriend and I, and all of my coworkers went to ODS. Anyway, so like we're all talking about going to the beach, and I was like, Chef Brian, have you been to St. Pete yet? And he was like, no. I was like, okay, well, we're all going to the beach tomorrow. Would you like to go? And he's like, yes, I'd love to. Thank you for inviting me. I was like, put your number in my phone, and I'll text you when we're going.
Okay.
But like, it was just like,
no, I get it.
Like,
yeah, it's a fucking phone number.
But it was like all of us were around. It wasn't like I introduced him to my boyfriend. It wasn't
like he found out that you got the number.
I did it right in front of him, like not being, and he lost it. I was like
everybody could see it?
Yes. So I'm very like social media savvy. Like I can see who follows what. We got into a big fight like when we first started dating. Like I could see who he'd follow. He'd follow girls he didn't know.
Yeah.
My boyfriend is a bartender at...
Right.
And I would see who he would follow him, and he started liking pictures. Like, inappropriate.
Right.
I was like, I don't care, like, if you have been, friends, but you don't follow girls that come to your bar. They follow you. And then you like pictures when their ass and tits are out. I don't even follow men that hit on me 24/7.
Yeah. It's you guys. You should. Okay, you're like.
And the social media thing is a fucking. It's bullshit.
I don't want to ever like have to say this, but I feel like I have to say it.
Say what you want, babe.
You guys are so wrong for each other so long ago. Like this is not. This shouldn't even be a discussion.
When we first started dating, he was doing blow. I don't believe in doing blow.
Right.
I've never done it in my life. I will not date someone because when I date someone, I'm dating someone. Like I'm happily single. But when I date someone, I want to date someone because I have a future with them.
Yes.
But, like, if I'm going to date you, I'm dating you, and this is what I expect from you.
Yeah.
And he knows that. His problem is drinking.
Yeah. That was mine, too.
And he fucking lost it. And I was like, babe, you were sitting right there. And I'm sitting there, and it's like, we're all talking about it as a group. And the poor guy's sitting there, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, Chef Brian, would you like to go? He just moved here.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, give me your number. I'll let you know. It wasn't like, give me your number. I want to bang you.
So think about it like this. So instead of approaching it from an emotional side, is this okay?
The
this is what I'm
no's
saying.
are so long.
I understand that. But you're giving me this whole conversation, and I appreciate it. But you're giving me this whole conversation why it's not wrong for you to get this guy's number. Fuck all that. don't get into the semantics of the feelings or anything like that. It's a yes for your future or it's a no. You didn't tell me one thing that's in the yes column in detail. Now I'm sure there is.
The yes column.
I'm sure there is. Don't say it out loud.
I know.
Because you got a bigger fucking problem right now.
Yeah.
You got way more. My point is, it's so lopsided. It's not even funny.
And I know it.
You know it.
And that's
why you're talking to me.
And that's why I'm so fucking mad at myself.
So, hang on.
There he is. No, not answering.
So listen, let's wrap this up before I get my ass kicked in this parking lot. All right. So listen. Are we done for now?
No.
No. What?
We're not done for now.
Me and you?
No, we're continuing the conversation. I don't care about what he's. I'm done.
Okay. So let me just switch up. Okay. So I'm gonna hit you hard.
Hit me hard. I love it.
Okay. Just in case you lost sight of this, if you told me you were 22 or 23, I would 100% believe it. Okay. You listen. You are, before I get into who you are fucking smoking hot.
Thank you.
Okay?
I appreciate that.
When you're
crying,
I don't. It's hard for me to stay focused because when you look directly into my eyes, I can't do that shit with you. You have the gift of youth, for sure. Then you have everything else. You have a Bible verse on your wrist. You're against hard drugs. You have serious morals. You're smart. You're going to school 2 different ways. You are in the bar industry. I was just talking about how you just don't date people in the bar industry, even though sometimes I've had a girlfriend in the bar industry a long time ago. I know.
I hate it.
But the thing is, like, usually when people are in those scenarios,
they are drug addicts or alcoholics or something.
They become what it is. You have got to belong to somebody that can see your value. Not this fucking guy.
Shit.
We're having this conversation, so I'm hearing a lot of details that I normally wouldn't. Mm-hmm. But if I was your friend that wouldn't hear, like if I was just one of your guy friends that there's no way we would get this deep, you would definitely lose value in my eyes because I'd be like, well, she's all these amazing things, but she's kind of dumb. So like, I'm sorry.
No, I'm being dumb, like, and I realize
I want to be like, well, if
you can tell me I'm
she's
dumb.
so successful in these other things, but she's failing at the most obvious thing. Something's wrong, something's bad.
Yeah.
You would lose value in my eyes. You have a lot of advantages that you are giving away. Now, one that you can't give away is looks. That's time. Time is going to take that from you. Time's going to take it from me. Don't even have time to talk about this, but I wonder how long you've been more unhappy than happy with him. Like, my guess is it's probably like 6 out of the 8 months where you've been more unhappy than happy. I'm not saying you haven't been happy. Yeah. But where it's like an overall negative.
God forbid we ever got married, or not even got married. God forbid we had a kid together and something happened to my kid. So you know what I mean? Like,
people have taught me this. I've really looked into it. I have a bit of an empath skill where you don't need to say these things. I already know.
I'm an empath so bad. It's so bad.
A fucking bill collector told me this because I got her crying because I sensed something, and she called me an empath.
You know what my mom
and I was
tells
like,
me all the time?
Huh?
She's like, you pick up the people that need help all the time and you take them in. And I'm like, I don't know how else to be.
Yeah, I understand.
And it does drain you, but like, that's the only way I know how to be. You know what I mean?
So, this is making me a little uncomfortable now. So, because I know you say that.
I'm over it. I'm going to get my guinea pig and go home.
So, now you have a car. So you got your...
I do have my car.
So you don't need a ride or anything like that.
No.
Okay. God, I wish the best for you because this is there's no way this is getting better. There's no way it can get better. All right, girl. Listen, did you grab my Insta?
No, what is it?
Grab it. Uber Anonymous Official.
I'm putting it in my notes right now. Actually,
just do it on Insta.
I know. I'm being stupid.
It's probably out of place, but if you want to talk about anything, then talk to me on Insta and we'll work it out. I don't think you need to talk to me. I think you just needed to talk to me.
No, I liked talking to you.
I know, but
continue.
Yeah, and we can. And I would want to as well. But I think this has opened up a few things for you where maybe there's some other people that you haven't talked to that you should. You should talk to your fucking mom so she can tell you to get the fuck out. So you can have the good people in your corner, whether it's a stranger that just talked to you or your mom, which you should never be hiding at. Have a support system.
I know.
It would break her heart to know that you're going through this.
Well, I've never
and
dated good guys. That's a thing. And
Yeah,
he's-
well, I got bad news
not-
for you. You're never going to be in the perfect relationship for sure until you're dead and it was perfect the whole way. There's no way to, you know what I mean?
I know.
All right, Chicky.
I know.
Don't forget the Insta.
I won't.
We'll
I'm
talk
literally
about
gonna
it later.
follow up the second I get in my house.
And
You're the best. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. You answered a lot straight. Like,
you knew these things though.
I already did, yes. But
That's why I can talk to you so straight.
I'm not gonna knock you on it, and I know my issues. I know what's going on.
You're supposed to be loved the way that people only dream about. You deserve that. You're supposed to be one of the few people that actually has that, and you're opting not to have it.
Yeah.
I know you want it. Obviously, I know you're trying your best. It's not like you weren't like, oh, we were just fucking for a while and now we're dating. It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It was always long term. Always,
Yeah.
Just do something about it, because it sounds like it's the only shitty part of your life.
I adore you, and I will follow you on Instagram.
All
I'm
right.
probably gonna DM you
Okay.
about.
Make sure you got your phone, wallet,
I have
keys.
everything.
You don't have anything. All right, see ya.